Greetings everyone and welcome to Collecticorps. Today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends series, I guess X-Men Anniversary Wave, Marvel's Mystique. And this is a character I really do love within the X-Men movies. And I'm very excited to finally get my hands on her. So let's just open her up and see what we have to offer, I suppose. And getting her out of the packaging, it's safe to say this is probably one of the best movie figures that Hasbro have ever released, at least in my opinion, and that is probably in large part due to the fact that I really like this character, I really love this portrayal, and also I'm a huge fan of the X-Men movies, but everything here is just kind of brilliant. The detailing is so good, all this is unique sculpt, and the detailing on the skin is remarkable all the way through. Even on the feet, it's kind of insane. There's a decent amount of paintwork to bring out some of the more specific looks, like on the front, on the chest especially. You have the darker paint on the scales, and then that face is just chef's kiss. You know, it's so accurate. The hair, I'm not as confident on. It looks a little bit flat in my opinion, though the wash on it is very nice. It does actually look like real hair, which is very nice to see. I especially like the fact that it kind of curls up at the back. It's just a very, very good look. The eyes are so well done. I really wish that there was maybe a little bit darker of a colour on the lips, just to exemplify them a little bit more, just to make them a little bit more noticeable. But overall, this is just a phenomenal looking figure. As, you know, as basic as she may seem, she has a lot of little details that you'd only really recognise from watching the films. Moving on to articulation, there is actually a dumbbell joint, which, removing the head real quick, does actually come out from the neck. The neck has the small point, but yeah, it's a dumbbell joint, and putting that back on real quick, it is a bit of a tight connection, but it does pop off. You have basically bury the chin. It's not perfect by any means, but I mean, it gets most of the way there. You have the ability to look a little bit up. The hair does get in the way a little bit, and it does gap up around the neck. But overall, I think that's fine. And then, because it's a dumbbell joint, a lot of tilt. You can really, I guess, hula hoop the neck, I suppose. Then, going down to the body, we have another dumbbell joint. Very good hula hooping action. I like that a lot. It really does allow for some interesting posing when you have this much articulation just in the torso and neck alone. And as well, it doesn't mess with the actual look. It still looks great regardless of the fact that that is there. At the arms, you have, well, I mean, that's out going all the way up. That's kind of amazing. Obviously, so all the way around, you have nothing at the bicep, but you do have single elbow going a bit past 90, quite good actually, for a single elbow at least. And then you have side to side on the fist. Side to side, like that. Perfectly fine, no handheld accessories, so I'm completely fine with side to side hinging. At the legs, we have out. Better than some Spider-Man, including Spider-Woman, who I looked at recently. Hinge at the thigh. We have double knee. Goes most of the way up. I think that's pretty good actually. That's actually really good. I'm just gonna say that's really good. And then finally, at the feet we have nothing real forward, unfortunately. We have back, pretty good. And then forward facing pin for Rocket. It would not be a Marvel Legends without it. And she stands pretty easily. She's a little bit awkward at the feet. She has very small feet. But honestly, it's not as awkward as some other female figures. So there we go. Didn't take too long. Very good. I'm very happy with the articulation overall. For accessories, you get a right fist and a left open hand. And then a matching left fist and right open hand. And then finally, one of my favourite parts of this figure, you actually get an entire alternate arm, which essentially is from X3, where, I can't remember, is it Leech? that she comes across the mutant with the ability to take away the powers or cure the mutants. And yeah, it's one of the best scenes with Mystique, in my opinion, from that original trilogy. And I'm so happy that they actually recreated it in this. The detailing on the arm is brilliant. It's just like the effect from the actual film. The arm is... I mean, it's a generic arm. It has just as much articulation, which is quite nice. I really like that. Same side-to-side hands and stuff. I'm pretty sure it is actually the exact same hands. Oh no, it's close enough, but it's not the exact same, I don't think. As it's on the default figure, and yeah, honestly, I think this is probably going to be how I'm going to display her for the rest of eternity. I really, really like having that, shape-shifting arm, or, it's supposed to be cured, but I think it works in a lot of different ways. I really like having this as an option. And for comparison, we have the Kree Sentry Wave Captain Marvel. I didn't get it from the Kree Sentry, I got it from the card back, but it's the same figure. Very cool. I like the height difference. And when these are both live-action film characters, I think it's important that they do match up, and they do seem to have a very comparable height, which I think should be accurate. And then the retro-carded Uncanny X-Men Black Suit Storm. Love this figure so much. And once again, Storm is slightly taller, I think, especially including the hair. And I think that completely works. I'm definitely going to be using her in a mixed display of both movie and comic characters. I can definitely work these in together. And overall, she fits really well into the rest of the Marvel Legends display. But if you're more of a fan of the mixed display, we have the Black Series Stormtrooper and the Jazzwares Fortnite Legendary Series Fish Stick, which I'm very happy with these heights. I actually think the Stormtrooper is a little bit short, but still taller than Mystique. I think it works really well, and then Fish Stick is great regardless. So yeah, it works for me. Also, Mystique is in Fortnite, so I mean, there we go. That's another crossover that actually does work if you're wanting a Fortnite display. But on that note, that is going to be the end of this review. I really, really like this figure. It is the first figure I've got from the X-Men Anniversary Wave, and I'm so happy I got this one. I do have some of the Deadpool figures that I'm trying to get currently, but I'm so happy I started with this one. This is definitely, of all of the retro figures and the throwback figures and the anniversary figures and stuff, this is definitely my favourite. Just it hits me with a wave of nostalgia that very few figures have ever been able to, other than things like the Raimi trilogy figures and stuff. So, yeah, that is going to be it for this review. Thanks for watching. Like it if you did like it. Subscribe if you're new around here, and ring that bell so that you don't miss an upload. I get a new review out every Tuesday and Friday, so if you subscribe, you'll make sure to never miss them. And otherwise, yeah, that's going to be it from me. So, thanks for watching. I hope to see you again, and, yeah. Bye!